Welcome everyone to another video in our Bryan Fundamentals series where I try to get better at Bryan day by day and bring you along for the ride. So today is our second season 3 stream. So yesterday we just kind of played around with a lot of the moves, right? We experimented to see if we could make this move work. I didn't really mess with this. I think the frames just don't make any sense to me and I don't really get the reward. And then we used a lot of down 4 to kind of experiment with the changes that have been made to the distance of this move. So as you can tell, hopefully, down 4 leaves the opponent a lot less far away than before. Like from neutral here, I can even hit Kazuya with a jab now. Before that wasn't the case. So we've been playing around with that. The thing here is that the absolute nerf that happened is that this move is definitely now punishable in all cases by all characters. I think that's a pretty good assumption to make, that this move will always be punishable. So there's no esoteric situation, probably. There's probably no esoteric situation where this happens and the Kazuya can't punish. In fact, we can try and set it up here to kind of prove what I mean, right? So it's he's got a while rising 4 that we care about, right? So if we do it from this distance, he has to crouch block, or just block all. If we do it from this distance or something, see, it definitely works. There's no distance that I can not get hit by this move now, right? So I think that's pretty much a given. So the next part though is why is the actual distancing of the move on hit a nerf, or is this just a change, right? And in my mind, I actually think that this is a bit of just a change. Because the thing is that, on one hand, it pushes your opponent away from us less. So that means the opponent has an easier time getting in. If you do this, you can't use this just as some universal god low to push them out and put them in into range of quarter circle back 1. But as a pressure tool, it becomes scarier because now you can do a bunch of these in a row. You can do a bunch of these in a row without having to even move. You can do 4 now consistently instead of 3 in a lot of cases, right? The only exception being if you start further away in the first place, but even then, you'd be surprised how many you can fit in, right? And the other thing is that because it's closer to us, we unlock other options. If our opponents now, and we observe that our opponents are choosing to do a sidestep here, we can catch them now with 1+2. Probably in more situations than before, right? It's more of a close range thing, but it's still something to keep in mind. And then finally, if we are, worried about our opponents choosing to, do some kind of reaction afterwards, for example, down 4-2 or something, right? We can still backdash. See, the backdash is still there to create the space, and that's really the space that we need, right? That would have hit, and it's gone. So really, the only difference in my mind as far as the neutral game is concerned is that you have 3 options still. You have down 4, and then afterwards you can jab to deal with the move that they do to try and close the distance, because jab will trade or better. You can do another down 4 if you expect him to run in, which is probably going to happen less of the time, but it's still a possibility. And then finally, you have backdash now when you're looking for that whiff. That's really the only difference. Instead of holding back, you backdash. And then you can still get your same 3-way mix on your opponent's reactions. In addition to that, now if we see sidestep, before if we saw sidestep, we would have to do something from far away. We would always have to do something something like mock kick, right? To catch them. But now, if we're closer, we can look for bigger rewards like this, which obviously he's set to tech roll, so that's not going to work on him. But this is something to keep in mind as well. I was checking to see if I could catch them ever with down 4-1, and I could not. But you can catch them with down 2, with about the same distances. So in addition to that, you can just do this into a down back 3, which gets stepped in this case. But yeah, I think overall down 4 has just changed. The other thing that we're going to try today is we're going to just remember to try and use a lot of down forward 1 and neutral now that we've essentially lost the catch-all nature of the incinerator string. The incinerator string is still a fantastic move, right? It is still a very good tracking move, but the frames on the move are now as good or probably worse than down forward 1. So it would make a lot of sense to use down forward 1 and save the charge on this incinerator string for something a little bit better. Either plus frames in this situation, or maybe like even considering to do the turn sealer, because the turn sealer is still good as a turn sealer. They just took away the devastation of what happens at the wall on counter hit. And even then, if you randomly tag them at the wall, it still causes a wall splat. It's just only on the the trade situation where let me do something that'll actually work for this. Something like let's see, like maybe just this. No, I have to do it faster. Let's see if I can show it to you. But yeah. Either way, like it no longer wall splats at the wall because of that. Okay. And that's funny. It's not, that's crazy. I'm not, getting the input. Okay. So we need to be a little more plus than that, I guess. Maybe just down 4-2. That beats it too cleanly. I need something that's, between +5 and +0. Something like, what would even be in that realm? Like this? No, that's minus. I don't know. But either way, that is +1 though. Either way, you get the idea, right? The idea is that that wall, like, situation no longer happens. He falls down immediately. It's very similar to the back turn of back 4, essentially. This got removed. This is just a meme. The other thing, yeah, so essentially that's what we're going to be trying out today. We're going to be doing a lot of down 4s. We're going to be trying and figuring out how that works again. We're going to be using our down forward 1s in order to get more comfortable with having a tracking situation, given the absence of the Swiss Army knife of incinerator string. And of course, quarter circle back 1 is completely unchanged. So we're going to continue using quarter circle back 1, and it's just not as good as this side step 1 is just not as good. When quarter circle back 1 has such good reward, it's faster. It's a faster move. So we're mostly just going to be using quarter circle back 1. So that's the idea. Sino Supremo, I think that the update actually wasn't too bad. Welcome to the stream. It was not too bad, to be honest. Like, people, incinerator string is the biggest nerf that happened, plus the, like, getting install less. So that's not great, but, and it causes Bryan's damage to be lower for combos, but it's not, but neutral wise, he's only lost 1 move. Run my look, good to see you. Good to see you, muchas gracias. And how's it going, Big Germ? So I'm just gonna lead a jab here, see what they do. What do they do here? They come with a crouch dash there, so I'm just gonna do 2 now. Oh, they sidestep this time. Oh, and we have to do regular toss now, but that's not a big deal. Oops. Just coming in. Nope. She's pretty patient with these. Nice. You play Bryan and Lawsino? I like those characters. Ducks. Okay. What do you do here? Sidesteps again. But it says sidestep into a duck. Okay. I'm just gonna block. Notice I'm just kind of taking my time against that. Oh, nice. Good step of the down for one. Down for two. Nice. But you can kind of tell that we're just trying to set up a situation for them. I'm going to start dashing in with forward threes a little randomly, like this. For that reason. Nice. And we win. But yeah, we're going to focus on just seeing how the character plays. We're trying to win. We're using a lot of our kit, just remembering to like play kind of conservatively. Oops. Side steps there. They're a little bit hard to like get a read on what their reaction is going to be. But it's okay. Nice. Oh, that looks new. Nice. Okay. That was weird. They oh, they did a hop kick or something, but very weird. What the heck? And we can still taunt people. Cieno Supremo, what do you mean by kick? None of his kicks have been played, so have been changed, so probably. Okay. That tracking move is annoying. Hit triple kick, probably. Go for this. Their timing is getting crazy. Yes, the triple kick's unchanged, if you mean 3-3-4. Wow! Crazy. That move seems hard to deal with. That move seems hard to deal with. I think that it's... Given that it's a tracking mid, I'm thinking that that's actually a... I'm having a hard time seeing that she, I'm having a hard time seeing that being a frame trap. But if I stay close to her... Whoa! Nice. So, we'll lead with a jab here. That's fine. Sidestep throw, interesting. nice. I feel like they're, what do you call it? The options that they're picking are crazy. Like, I have a really hard time predicting what this Jun's gonna do. Okay. I tried to punish it. I was slow. They're definitely pressing there. After our down fours. Nice. Oops. Uh-oh. Nice. Big Germ, it is really interesting. I feel like the other characters have gotten better, but Bryan kind of feels the same. So it's almost like my defense has to change. But Bryan's neutral largely feels the same, if that makes any sense. And if anything, it got more interesting because now we don't have Incinerator. So even though it's a nerf, I'm kind of happy with like the change in... I'm kind of happy with the change in neutral, if that makes sense. Interesting. They beat us pretty well at the end there, but I don't know why. I think they're just adapting faster than I can, they're adapting faster than me or something. Because, like, yeah, I'm getting thrown off by certain things. But I also think that, I think some of my punishes were maybe, like, incorrect. Like, I did this, I saw a button, and I didn't punish it fast enough. And I should start using Jet Upper. I've been using this a lot because, I'm trying to, like, catch the, distance, but because the distance is so much shorter, I think I should be queuing up a Jet Upper now. Because Jet Upper's faster. And the Rage is probably efficient. Like, sufficient, I mean. Something like that, right? Cool. Yeah, exactly, Big Germ. Oops. Uh-oh. Good step. Good punish. Nice stuff. This person's ducks are very good there, so we need to start mixing in mids. Jeez. One thing is that this is actually kind of an interesting aspect. Like, we have to think a little bit, almost like a tournament mindset right now, to figure out, like, what caliber of player are we playing against, right? And I think that's a little bit difficult. Oh, man. That was supposed to be Requiem. That would have caught them. So it's like, for example, this Leo, right? Like, they've got some sharp blocks here. But then they keep going for this. I don't know why. So it's like, what type of player are they? Ducking a bunch. Wow. That doesn't work? See, he keeps going for the high. Like, what's up with that? So it's like, I'm having a hard time getting a read on this player. Like, these ducks are crazy. Yeah, it's very interesting. But I'm kind of excited because I like having... Oh, I only lost 100, so I guess they are good. That's pretty funny. Why can't you get a good session in, Big Germ? Sure. Oops. Oh, you did? Congratulations! This person blocks, man. Damn it. Congratulations. I'm going for this low parry now. We can start taking mids now. They're finally doing something about it, right? They've opened themselves up to it. Oh, shit. Nice. Nice, nice. This person's reaction to hatchet. I don't know if he's been hit by a single hatchet. Damn, yeah, that's rough. Is this your first kid, I'm guessing? Yeah, their steps are good. Damn, it's crazy. Well, that's awesome. What is going on? People are really good. I think that we have to assume that we're dealing with a lot of like really strong players in these ranks and just be ready to take a free win whenever we don't, right? Splitting errors maybe, but I think that if you remember, right, it's only been a week, right? It's day 7 of the patch. People like me haven't even logged on yet, right, until yesterday. So you're gonna have a lot of people that were God of Destruction, and this is them like, or better, right? And they're just like logging on for the first time, and they're God 1 or something. Like this Asuka plays different, right? What happens here? They pressed a button immediately. So I'm going to take advantage. That hasn't been changed. That move's busted. There's that press. There's my terrible jet upper, but at least it worked. I should stop popping heat there. Oops. Nice. I also need to be okay. I need to learn something, like whenever I'm like at the end of a round and I do a down 4-2 and it doesn't work, I should be okay with like not finishing it, right? Or not pressing again. Nice. Wow. So that was a punish. Oh, it goes for a low this time. Sure. Notice that they're kind of trying to get in now. Oh, okay. I lost it. Nice. Nice, we got him. And hey, we saved our heat, and that heat burst saved us. So actually that adjustment we did at the wall was really good. So we need to stop, I think I need to stop popping heat unless I'm on a stage with a breakable floor. Because I don't need to like present that that risk to them. There's the, oh, interesting. Nice. I was gonna say, oh shoot. I was gonna say, I think that takes away your tornado if I remember correctly, so I wasn't sure. Bad combo. There it is. Oh, I did it again. My bad. Nice throw. Wow. I'm dead. I could be dead. Wow, she got nerfed there. Nice. Normally she would have killed, but also the scaling, I think, probably threw it off. Maybe? Nice. Okay, I went for down jab, just to see. Wait, she can interrupt it? Did they interrupt? Did they change that? Is that a thing now? I've never seen that. Is that one of the nerfs? Even on, wow. Wow, even that didn't work. Nice step. Oh, nice! I actually went for the low parry there. She got me. Even without a delay? I'm gonna try that next. I'm gonna try it. Wow, Incinerator's dead. It's so dead if you can interrupt the 4th and 5th hits. Oh man, I waited. Got it. Wow, nice. Nice. They're getting a hang of the down 4, but that's okay. Oops. Sure. This Asuka is pretty twitchy. We can try and take advantage of it. Wow. I'm guessing wrong. There's the low. Nice. I tried to backdash, but I pressed. Nice stuff. Interesting. Interesting. I definitely feel like I don't know how to defend against these players. That's for sure. Weirdly enough, it felt like the game got more aggressive from a defending standpoint. But I have no idea if that's just like a me problem. But I do think that we can get better at this. And I also think that, you know, we shouldn't freak out too much because it's just like day 2, right? We're trying to see how far we can get with this, right? We should start using more down forward ones. I think that we need to remember now, we've tried enough. I think these 2-3 matches, we've tried enough to like just use down 4-1 a lot. So now let's see if we can't, let's start working in these down 4-1s. Sorry, down 4. So now start working in these down 4-1s and see if that can't help us, right? Oh. Right. Let's figure out if he can do it or not. Like, set this punish. Let's see if he'll do it. I think this is how you do it. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Unreal. So what do I do against this? Let's see. I can't even down back 3. So I don't even have room to do this. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So what if I do... Oh, because it's -10 already. Because it's -10 already. Okay. But because it's -10 already, you just take the 10 frame every time. Okay, that's crazy. I see. So really, the mind game only begins here. That's it. That's all we got. We only have 1, 2, 3. I forgot that the 4th hit was -10. Somehow I was still being a little optimistic and saying telling myself the 4th hit was the -7 one. But it's actually the 3rd hit is -7. So this, -7. This is -10. Which is a terrible mind game, but whatever. And what happens, +9? Okay. It's fine. We lost Incinerator, but we only had it for a year. And we don't need it, right? You can play Bryan without it. We're just gonna all have to learn how to get to play without it. That's just hilarious to me. All right. Lily. So we'll take our time here. Feel her out, right? They immediately go for that low. So they're taking the initiative. And when I do that, down 4, they toggle their Wi-Fi and then go for a low. So I'm going to do 2 because they seem aggressive, right? it's tracking. So I promise I said this before. I promise I said this before you arrived, but I was saying that this is a good time. It's good that we've already decided to start using our down forward 1 more, because it's basically what was the original move for tracking. What is this tracking? Alright, at least I stopped there, but that's crazy. That's a bad habit. They press a lot, even after like a jab on hit there. Okay. Okay, that distance, the distance there threw me off, because like usually you can push yourself back further away with down 4 and like and deal with like, what are they doing? And deal with like whatever they're trying to do, right? I don't know. They're definitely AFK, but oh wow. Right, I lost my heat, that's why. I tried to go for it. So some of this stuff is habits. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Just trust in, honestly, every single time I rip a down 4, my body goes, I'm gonna die. Literally every time my brain says I'm gonna die as soon as I rip a down 4. So we just have to deal with that fear a little bit. Oh, they're going the other way now. That's a good sign. Oh, nice. Whoa, that deals a lot of damage. Whoa, she still steps it, though. Okay. Okay. It is Lily. Okay. I think I was slow there. That step, though. I need to use more down 4-1, though. You can kind of tell that everything's getting blocked, right? Everything is getting blocked, and then they're just, like, rolling their face on the keyboard and, like, going crazy on us. So, down 4-1. Down 4-1 is the answer. Side steps there, okay. We can work with that. Oops. I thought I was crouching. There's a lot of stepping after her offense, so we're just going to go for this. Nice. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't give her that much room, but it's like a weird catch-22. She excels at like long range approaches compared to me, but at the same time, I'm really afraid of her stepping at close range. Oops, I did a 4-3. Nice. Look at that. Sidestep spamming. When am I going to block that slide? Do I need to? There's that step. Nice. nice, and we win. See?
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay. We started learning down forward 1 just in time for this patch. We started learning it just in time for this patch. Even just kind of just throwing it out, it's winning us the rounds. Like, even against Lily. I've got a Steve. Steve, you typically want... This is probably one of those times where I actually, this is probably one of the few times I'm going to miss the distance of down 4-1, of down 4, because it's so good in this matchup. Make it hard for him to come in. See him hesitate, and I'm just going to see what he does. Wow! That's an interesting bait, so I'm not going to use my quarter circle back one against this guy, not that often. Oh, nice. I could have sworn he's going to do a low there. That's crazy. Okay. Pretty sure I can... If he messes that up, can't I launch it? Like, I'm pretty sure that move is launch on block. Oh, bad punish. Look at this block spamming, right? Sure. I need to consider that Steves are a lot of times going to just press jab against this move. Oh, nice. Autopiloted and threw a move out. I'll stand for this. I thought I broke it. Sure. I was being stubborn. But like, see what I mean? It's like when they block everything like this, right? And they're just, Bryan has lost his scary, I will say that with the loss of Incinerator, Bryan has lost his scary mid-low mix-up. There's no longer any real reason to like actually like press against Bryan anymore, because the Incinerator string being gone means that like mid options are just not that scary. So because of that, we gotta find other ways to, just like Tekken 7, we gotta force them to block. Nice. My movement is not as good as this Steve's, and it's getting me in trouble. But we can use this. What does he do against this? He just kind of does whatever. Oh man, I'm getting used to this still. Nice. Yeah, they're not afraid to duck, which is why like we got to figure out how to like develop that fear. Like this. Something just completely unhinged, right? Nice. Because Bryan isn't a scary character to duck against anymore. So we have to keep that in mind with the way that they're going to act. We gotta make everything a trap, basically. Nice. Yeah, there's no point to ducking this character. I shouldn't have done that. did that? Wow, okay. I must have accidentally walked into it. Why did I do that? That's crazy. My spark went out mid-string and I couldn't finish it. That's crazy. Nice. Steve is already a hard matchup. I think it got hard again. But like, notice how a lot of our opponents are not ducking, right? A lot of our opponents are not ducking, and we got to figure out how to. And I do think that, unfortunately, down 4 is the answer. Down 4-1 is the answer, and we got to figure out how to down 4-1, and opening up our counter hits is the answer, and kind of getting used to playing that open timing. Hey, is it lamb chops? GG's. GG's. But I do think down 4-1 is going to be our answer now. We got to just like lean on this a little bit more because Bryan's no longer like a scary character to duck to take lows from. Like you don't. The mix is just so bad now. Weirdly enough, right? So because of that, we have to figure out how we're going to deal with that. Is this the same Lily as before? I don't think so. No, it's not. Okay. I don't want to give her too much space because I don't want her sliding in my face. Okay, she ducked. That's fine. Nice. Yeah, Karma, and I think Tone told it to us in a really good way. He basically said that Bryan is scariest before his hitbox hits the string. Until then, like as soon as his hitbox comes out, it's not scary anymore. Wow, that beat my jet upper. Oh, it is a punish still. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. They're not doing anything here. Sure. When Bryan is dashing in your face, what's the scariest thing that happens? Oh, shit. What's the scariest thing that can happen when Bryan is just dashing in your face? Okay. And I can give you the answer, if you want, which is that he forward threes or does something right as you choose to press. Right as you choose to press, he counter hits you, right? So, basically, Bryan is scariest when you don't know if he's just going to read your timing and counter hit you. But then as soon as he throws out like a back one or something like that, you kind of know what can happen, right? But then if he dashes in your face after back one, like this, boom, you got him. And then panic. But that's how you open up a turtle. And the whole point of down 4-1 is to build on that game plan. dang it. I stood back up for it. Dang it. Oops. Nice. But that's the idea. So weirdly enough, my brain is getting overloaded doing this. My neutral is now suffering because it is hard to do this. I'm on player 2 side, but I think it's worthwhile. Side set? No. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Okay. Notice you waits a little bit this time. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm gonna hold the block. Nice. Cool. But like because of that, as we slow our neutral down and just kind of like start establishing a threat, all of a sudden the opponents start panicking. That's the goal. Oops, should have done something else. It's fine. Like, Bryan on paper is really hard to play against. He is good keep out. He has annoying, really safe offense, but it's really low damage. So you want to press, but he wants to find counter hits. And then on top of that, if you stop pressing, he has this. So he's very much a, there's no like one size fits all approach to the character. So you can just keep your opponent guessing.
Get ready for the next battle.
This person's name is Troll Ling. That's funny.
Round one.
I'm gonna give her space. I don't like playing really close to Ling. Okay. Oh wow, the hitbox on that thing. There's nothing there. Nice.
Round two. Fight.
Gets in there. Nice. Oh, wow. Nice. Down four is so good. Wow. There's that press again. We probably won't, but I can try. I won't be able to. Especially if you want to match. Nice. But welcome to the stream, Lucy. Oh, wow. Goes for Snake Edge there. Uh-oh. Oh no! She finally cracked. Oh, I fell for it. She's a big fan of that move. I should punish it. And I didn't punish that either. And then I went for 4-3. They got me. Damn it. If we had just punished the, or if we had just held on to the block so that we can punish the Cali roll. This Ling likes to do it, so I can just kind of let her show me. I'm not worried about that. Wow, nice. It is, you can get a free, it's a back turn 10 frame, but the thing is you get a huge combo off of Bryan. That's launch. Good punish though. Oh, I was holding it, but I had to reset it, I guess. I fell for it. Oh man, but if you're slow, that happens. Damn it. I went for it. I tried. She countered us there. Not countered us, parried us there. And then I just ducked. Man. Wow, that beats it. Oh my gosh, AOP dodges it. Unfortunate. But yeah, oh man. That was difficult. I think that I tunnel visioned a little bit too hard on the Cali roll. I was like, oh, there's so much damage on the table here.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, we have a dragon off. Let's go back to basics. Let's try and see if we can't play up close with our kit. He steps there. Whoa. Wait, did they nerf that? I thought that was his backswing blow. Oh, shoot. Nice. It is -7, but, you know, they gotta still think about the 4th hit. Nice. That was cool. I heard that move got buffed. Is it not, can we not, punish it anymore, I wonder? Nice. Wow, okay. It's still -12. Oh, before it was launched, right? That's why. Okay. Let's make him hesitate a bit. Oh, shoot. Okay. Interesting. I know that, so we still get a -12, we'll get a 12 frame punish on it, but I'm guessing that the buff on it is you can no longer launch it. Is my guess. I wonder if I can react to the that roll. Nice. What I'm trying to do here is like play, essentially like track his stuff. Like track him, right? Make it hard for him to deal with it. And all of a sudden, like, yeah, like create that sense of urgency with these down 4-1s. The down 4-1s are the only thing that's actually opening up my opponent. And it's crazy. That realign was dirty. Good duck. need to set that up a little bit more because it's working on them. Nice low parry. Pigeon roll seems good too. Jeez. I don't know. I think it's the... I don't know if this is... Some of it is new, but some of it's not. I don't think all... Oh, man, I don't know. That was crazy. I do think that I need a little bit more confidence in what's going on. We had a really good thing going on with the down 4. We had a really good thing going on with the machine guns. So I think that I just need to, like... be more confident, I guess, with what's working, because it's almost like I'm relearning the character. I didn't realize how badly I was relying on the incinerator string to create openings. Like before, I would just do this and like catch this or something, right? And that would just like kind of, and you just always get a free mix-up with an incinerator string. Once you'd end every combo with charge, and then you would do that, right? But splitting arrows, I'm pretty sure it got buffed to -12. I know his I know 121 got, or 212, whatever it is. I know it got buffed from what I heard. Let me pull up the notes actually. That's probably smarter. While this is coming up, I'll grab Dragon off. And we'll just see.
Get ready for the next battle.
Quick!
I'm only interested in my...
I can't find it! Okay, we'll come back. Oh, it's an Anna? Okay. I don't want to play very close to Anna. I don't know if that's a mistake. She's actually running from me. Oh, she finished it. Dang it! Wi-Fi, I guess. Dang it. Wi-Fi, I guess. Pretty sure that's launch. They don't know what to do against that, so that's good. That's good news. Okay, good punish. That's not even a punish, I just realized. She did press, okay. I did a dash in their face there. Sure. So the plus frames are causing a reaction, right? We're getting a reaction from the plus frames. But all we have to do, because yes, when they get going, we're going to struggle in the defense. But I think that given that they're pressing so much, right, we should be able to make something happen here. Okay. There's that press. See what I mean? We have to make them, like, start to panic. And then we're just trying to bait something. Okay, that's good. Nice. I keep losing my heat and think I have the install, but I don't. Nice. Oh, is that a thing? Nice. Goes for that. That's information. Man. My taunts are pretty bad today. It could be the connection, but I don't know. Let's see, we're using these down fours to just establish a situation for them. Okay. Yikes. What the hell? That's a really scary mix. Wow. I didn't even get my taunt charge from that. Woo, we got there. Scary stuff. Nice low parry. It was gonna happen eventually, right? Two mids in a row this time. Sure. Nice. They've done, they did no lows that round. Something to keep in mind. Yeah, this is hard to do. Yeah, the taunts are not happening, which is unfortunate. That's fine. Sure. They're just pressing. No, it's not even a launch. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Hit him with... That's still there. That's still a thing. There's the press. See, down 4 is winning us games. Nice. Oh man. I can feel myself like waking up a little bit, which is unfortunate because well, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I can feel myself waking up a bit, but I do need to take a quick break, so I'm gonna run a 30-second ad, or a minute and a half is how long it takes me. But like, I'm running to the restroom real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so we are back. We are back. I think what I'm realizing is that Bryan has sort of lost his crazy... In my mind, it feels like with the lack of the incinerator string, his aggression has kind of been dialed back down to normal levels. I'm open to having my mind changed on that. I'm open to being changed, like having my mind changed. But that's sort of the impression that I'm getting here. So because of that, like, everything is like a trap, right? He comes running in, do another one. And he immediately goes for that. That's crazy. I could have launched that, I'm pretty sure. Just do this. There it is. Like, I'm changing my mindset to, it's no longer, here's a plus frame so that I can do something. It's more like, here's an opportunity for me to make my opponent do something that blows themselves up, right? Show me something that's going to, in the long run, benefit me. Nice. You can tell that they're looking for that, right? So I can start now working in these down 4-1s. Does nothing. He actually waits a little bit and then presses summon. Does it again? No. And all of a sudden we win. This is really interesting. Like, I feel like just by playing like it doesn't matter what happens next, it's like really cool. Nice. Nice. Wow. Peter, your tech worked! Holy crap! Okay, the Peter tech. The Peter tech. He was explaining to me how like machine guns works. And basically he was like, if you do 2 machine guns, say you do 1 and then 2 and they immediately punish it, just do 1 into a forward 3. And then all of a sudden they're going to twitch. And then you're going to get a forward 3 counter hit. That's crazy. Coming in. Can I not get a punch there? I'm gonna go into the replay for that because I'm curious. Go for this. That's crazy. Good step. Nice. They actually ducked after that jab. Something to keep in mind. Nice. Good delay there. I can be a little more patient after that hits then. I'm dead here? Yeah, I can be a little more patient after my down 4 hits. We've been only doing 2 down 4s to stuff an approach. That's the only reason it's there. It's not... So because of that, I can like sit there and give them a little more space. But one thing that is interesting, I did the backdash there, right? And then I got counter hit. Okay. Okay. Sure. Nice. We are brawling now, and I'm starting to lose. So let's try and slow it down a little bit. We're gonna die here. But let's try and slow down our neutral, right? This Yoshi is running for his life. They are running for their life. We should not be afraid of them. Because they are running for their life. Oops. Okay. See? And they really want to do something about that. Bad combo, I know. I was surprised that it hit. They're just kind of waiting. That's interesting. They don't actually go for immediate timing anymore there. Trying to catch on to mine. Nice. Yeah, they're doing sidestep into a button now, which means I can start incorporating some tracking moves options there. Oh, that's supposed to be another one. They got me. That's supposed to be another one, but I got back one instead. I wonder if I have time to do another one. I should be able to. There's no way that move is faster than us if we're at +5, right? We can try and do a second one, I think. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit... Once we do 2, if it doesn't work, we'll just let it go, right? That worked again. Nice. But yeah, like, just being comfortable, right? Nice slipper. You can see they're looking for those, and that's fine. Let's do another one. Okay. Could be worse. Ooh, nice. Good stuff. Just run up and do it down 4. Nice. I am pressing too much. I'm getting very aggressive because of what I've seen, and they're just like on the defense, right? Ooh, okay. We got lucky. We got real lucky there. Okay. All of a sudden, they're playing very aggressively. Oops, that was a bad hatchet. What I'm trying to do is do these micro interactions, right? Like, okay. Oh no. Nice. Nice, sure. I'm trying to do these micro interactions of like a down forward 1 into this, because he chooses to like do a jab or something. There's that thing that they were doing in the previous game. Dang, okay, sure. Nice. I went for an orbital. Right, it's 2 hits. Oh, it's 2 hits! Oh my god, I suck. That's fine. But see how, like, the neutral of Bryan is getting slower, and I have to, it's just like a really big, like, self-control exercise now. Because people are running from him. They don't want to be in his face. So I think that might be the next thing that we can start looking into, is like, okay, Bryan doesn't really play that much. Like, he plays keep out, but his down 4 actually buffs his like pressure up close, right? He doesn't have to cover as much distance to get in people's faces. I also should be experimenting with more down 4 into down back 3, because that move is actually like this just links so they don't move. But yeah, this is I feel like games are really hard, to be perfectly honest. Like, I feel like it's really hard to win now, but it's hard to say whether or not it's the patch or if it's the fact that, you know, we are still kind of in the same realm of player caliber for now, right? What the heck? I was slow? Did they buff that? There's no way they buffed that. Just do one. Presses immediately. Sure. There's that press. There we go. Dang, okay. I'm gonna stay on her face, but I'm gonna block. She didn't do anything. Okay, that's good. Interesting. I'm fine with this. Sure, that's fine. Nice. But see how it's like, this Xiao Yu is trying to bait us in, right? And I'm just trying to bait a move. So I think, like, weirdly, yeah, they didn't want to play.
Get ready for the next battle.
I think Bryan is still going to be pretty hated but in the hands of a good player, but you're just going to see him less, which is actually going to help because people are going to be less and less familiar with how he plays, too.
Get ready for the next battle.
Jin. I'm starting to figure it out. I think I'm starting to figure it out, and now it's just a matter of training my mind and my reactions to actually deal with it. Okay. Sure. So one thing, this Jin just stood there and took 2 lows in a row and then just blocked on the last one, and then they just started attacking because they're like, this is going to take too long, right? Okay. Sure. See, they're now in attack mode, right? So because of that, we can kind of set up these situations for them to think about, right? Okay, go for this time. It's a good, ooh, good punish. No punish on it. Wow, okay. I don't even think that works if we do a 3+4. That's funny. But we have a plan now. Oh, I should have 3+4'd. They've done it twice now. There's that press. They don't like that move. Okay, sure. Okay. Nice. Getting that punish. Don't let him get him away with it. I can't believe that worked. Oh, good throw. Uh-oh. Nice. Woo! Excellent. Good to see you. But like this Jin wants to press a button, right? And we just need to be, and we've already kind of gotten a feel for their offense, where their offense is like, I'm going to press a button, and then I'm going to do something crazy afterwards, right? Okay. Sure. They're always looking for that, and that's okay. And if we block it, we'll get a launch. And there's that press. They always press something after down 4. So the down 4 is just going to set up whiffs for us over and over again. And every now and then, we got to show them something. Every now and again, we have to show them a mid that they're afraid of, right? Oh, nice. That offense was pretty good. Very staggered. Yikes. Oh, man, the pushback. The pushback was not good. It's getting a little bit choppy here. You want to hit me with another one? Wow. It's getting a little bit crunchy in the middle here, but I think we'll be fine. Wow. Didn't even see him come in. There's that move he likes to do. This is just a frame trap for us. Good step, though. Nice. There's whatever he's pressing. Do it again. Nice. But you can kind of see that, like, we're just kind of building a series of sequences that, for the most part,
Ready for the next battle.
are just grounded in watching our opponent. And it's helping us kind of stay ahead. And then we get a lot of time to just kind of see what our opponent's tendencies are because we spend so much time blocking, right? I guess that's the trade-off. Like, I don't know. It's just,
Ready for the next battle.
it's hard to play this way, to be perfectly honest. But I think that's because I'm afraid to defend. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is terrible. Please, give me a no contest. Give me a no contest. I want to know what the hell. It's better. Give me a no contest. Where's my no contest? There we go. Kylar, it's easier to play defensive against that rank. I mean, Kylar, all the God of Destructions are currently at this rank if they didn't pick up the controller in the last 6 days, right? So it's like, yes, there are going to be some people that deserve to be in that rank, but that's people, the people that play that way, like, I don't think it's appropriate to assume the ranks from Season 2 apply yet, after 6 days, right? Yes, Kyler, he was 2 ranks below. Yes, that's true. He wasn't as good, but he had decent offense. And the point is that the only difference, Kylar, is that it's how often you got to change your strategy based off the caliber of player. Good players are going to change what they're doing in response to what you're doing. Like, see, he waited a little bit and did a low. And they did nothing, so I'm going to do 2 in a row here and see what he does. Now I'm going to do something else because maybe he's thinking about it, right? Oh, nice. Wow, every mid and low hit. That's pretty good. But it's like we're trying to like get an observation, right? There's the slide. Ooh, I probably could have gotten something in there. Eventually we can still do this. This move is still good. In the neutral, it's basically the same when you have a single charge. They're very aggressive. Nice. They're very aggressive. Wow. They're holding forward. Oh, man. That is a very confusing hitbox. Good alternations of his lows and mids. Like, I was literally just getting blown up. I probably should consider down jabbing more when I'm in that situation, because clearly I can't just like guess my way to victory. There's pressing, you see that? Okay, so that has, is that new? Whoa. Jeez. Jeez. Everything's missing too. Wow. Let me think about this. It is Leroy, so I'm a little bit unsure. One thing that we can do, though, is frame traps, right? They're constantly pressing. Orbitals, whatever it is, right? There's that press. A lot of his stuff, though, is like strings, which makes it a little bit hard to step his stuff. Makes it a little bit hard to step stuff, which makes me think I should probably be thinking more about, like, press or not press. Or just letting rip, like, a jet upper or something as soon as I see something. Okay. Dang. I guess. Dang, that's crazy. Good games to them, though. I'm not really sure. Yeah, good games. I should have orbitaled that low kick. They did it every time. I do think, though, it's same idea, right? It's like we're trying to... Oh, interesting. Making people think, like, get a read on what they like to do, and then coming up with a way to beat it, right? Sometimes we're not ready for it. Sometimes we're not ready for it, but... or we can't come up with the answer, but that just comes with time. All right, Lydia. Okay. I'm gonna give her space. I don't like playing really close to Lydia. That might be a bad idea, though. For this reason, actually. Oh wow, so that's plus. It beats jabs too. Where's the press? Okay, nice. She's pretty pressy too, like ready to press and all that. So we can start finishing strings and stuff like that to try and like put her on our edge a little bit. So that is just a frame trap. When she does that, I have to probably just punish the follow-up is my guess. Nice. Punch parry doesn't work there. Wow. Throw. Nice. They're so pressy, right? You can kind of still go for certain things. I'm gonna back up here for that reason. range. Just tag me. Wow, we got it. That looks like a mistake. But yeah, they're very aggressive. I'm going to consider another backdash here. I don't know if they'll go for it again, but I don't want to change my mind too quickly, right? Okay. Go for this. Oh, she sidestepped. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. We definitely... I definitely thought the wall was closer there, and we flubbed the combo as a result. But I think we're getting somewhere with our offense here. We have to remember, right? We have to be paying attention, like, what do they do at the beginning of the round? What do they do at the end of the round, right? What do they do after our down fours? And so far, they haven't pressed, right? Let's do a down four here. Did nothing there, so let's do two. Let's just throw one of these in there so that they have to think about it, right? What do they do after that? They press. Sure. Wow. Man. They're just ripping hop kick on Oki. That's crazy. Whoa. They're ready for some, I guess. Why is that move so good? Nice. I thought they would step. I think I'm dead. I gotta be dead. Yeah. I don't know how to deal with that. Oh, cool. I don't know how to deal with that. That's crazy. I don't know what she got. I think that was just Lydia stuff, though. Alright. The issue is not our neutral, right? The issue is the amount of aggression at these ranks and learning to deal with it. But I do think that if we get better and better at this neutral, we will be able to like hold on to a lead, and then we'll be able to catch up. As far as our lagging is concerned, we'll be able to start catching up on character knowledge as well. We have a lead. Well, for what it's worth, excellent. You can still do it in a player match. You just can't do it in ranked. Oops. I'm taking my time with him. Learning what he likes to do, right? They're pressing a lot. This is crazy. But we're kind of getting an idea, right? They're pressing a lot, giving us some ideas. Press? No, comes running in. Which means that I can probably do a jab when they're coming in, right? Yeah, so player match you can do infinite. It's just ranked. Sure. Sure. That's not a punish for us? That's crazy. I tried to jab it, but it didn't work. That's fine. I think I can step it though. Next time I do the down 4, I'm gonna try walking it and see if that helps. I think going to the right is my suspicion of what will work, so we'll find out. Well, if I can make it happen. I won't try and force it. I won't try and force it. Also, a lot of those lows are probably 13, so I'll switch to 13s. Oops. Sure. Nice. We gotta remember, when they start freezing up, down 4-1s come out. When it's our turn, down 4-1 comes out. Oh, I bet, Dodger. Oh, no! Yeah, good to see you. This might be not great, but fine. At least they can't recover their health. It's just like one interaction we have us on our side. We have this on our side. Yes, we win this one. Oh, and then they don't want to play anymore? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Coward. Yeah, there's a lot of sweats right now, but like the bad kind of sweats.
Get ready for the next battle.
We'll do a couple more today. I'm just kind of, what is it? Just like anxious to learn more. Also, I keep getting this stage. This is crazy. How many times have we gotten this stage today? Give me a different one, please. I'm tired of playing on this stage. It's too big. Does nothing. Then they do something. Okay. Oops. I'm gonna take my time here. Nice. So you can tell that they really just want to do that, which we can just jab it. Nice. We know that for the most part, they let the, wow. Oops. Forget that there's a hitbox in front of it. We know that the down fours should get respected for the most part. Whoa. They're just going crazy with that move. That's crazy. Ripping it neutral when we can launch it. I ducked. Oh, why? Nice. I thought I had my window there. Dodger, it's very noticeable the distance change, but it just changes the situation more. Don't want to play against me either. What the hell's going on? It's very different. You feel very close to them after it hits, but so it changes the nature of what comes on after. But it's still a godlike move because the range isn't changed. It's just that the pushback has changed, and you can still set up. Like, look at this. Like, if you hit something from tip range, like it's not like they're gonna get closer to you, right? They'll still keep pushing them away, but it's just less, right? So it means that when people push, like press, they're going to be a lot more, it's a lot more intimate of the situation. They're still closer to you and all that. But it's just, yeah, just like, when they press, it's going to be more intimate.
Get ready for the next battle.
Dodger, probably not, because they said they made it closer on block. So I feel like I haven't tested it, but I would assume that it's pretty hard to whiff the punish now.
Round one. Fight.
That sucks. Oh, 116. That's why. I'm taking my time. Like, this is fine. Okay. Alyssa and Raiden both could not punish it ever, and I think they can probably punish it now. I could have launched that, by the way. See, like, I don't get that far when I backdash here. So I have to, like, come up with better options, right? It's hard for me to get whiffs now with down 4 if we're that close to begin with, right? Wow, nice. Jeez, this connection though. Lots of can-cans. See, everyone is just like, just letting rip now. Everyone is just letting rip with power crushes, hop kicks on wake up, ripping down forward twos. So just figuring out how to deal with this new meta, basically. I didn't break that? Oh no! Sir Special, good to see you. It's alright. It's, I think I'm learning how to deal with new players, right? Like this Asuka, who plays like crazy. What the hell? She sidestepped it. There's that press. Nope, she just comes running in. Whoa! Sure. Also, I didn't step that jumping kick. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But yeah, the game like doesn't want me to lose this rank. It's kind of oh, because these are the lower ranks, so they floor you, so you can't. Oh shit! Connection woes. New tactics, yeah, right. Okay. That seems good. That was slow though. And then, yeah, that's crazy. Low, bad connections, crazy players. And then they just tech roll every single time. What is the revenge bonus? That's launch, I think. Sure. I'm probably gonna wrap up soon here. Man. That's crazy. That is really scummy. Oh, there's the new reaction. There's the new what do you call it? Mock kick issue. Come on, connection. What the hell? We got him. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's good. Good duck. Get that step. Nice. Yeah, I have noticed that. It's really hard for us at a 50% win rate to actually, to actually drop. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. What the heck? I thought I went for a mock punch, but I think I was slow. What are these tactics from this person? Sure. Sure. Uh-oh. I actually thought she was going to finish there. What? That move missed. Crazy. That move missed? And then when I went for my, that's crazy. Some of the hitboxes are confusing me today.
Get ready for the next battle.
But I have noticed that. Well, the promo bonus, I thought that was the case for the lower ranks always, right? I thought that was always the case. Classic stuff, but we can learn to deal with it.
Get ready for the next battle.
Alright, we got a Devil Gem. Does nothing. Sidesteps into a duck. And then runs up, immediately tries to deal with it this time. Does nothing? Oh, actually wastes a little bit. Goes for a jab there afterwards. Nice. Good blocks. He's just kind of letting these happen. Okay. Wow, good. Jeez. We went for something different that time. Ooh, that was supposed to be quarter circle back one. Just gonna do this and back up. Oh, shoot. Oh, got him. Okay. This person's crazy. Like, trying to deal with this is hard. Nice. Alright, we'll take this. I do like that it feels like I'm playing the game. I'm like trying to make reads, I'm making punishes, trying to like overwhelm whatever they're doing, right? Pretty sure that's punishable still. And they've been following it up with stuff in that situation. Oh, man. Oh, he got me. Wow. Well, Dodger, there is like a risk to up forward one. You can't just use it constantly, right? So it's like... Nice. Sure, that's fine. He's gonna have that access. Nice. Oh, wow. Nice. Gotta start using these out for once. But you see how they're like blocking now? Introduce that hesitation, right? Nice. Sure, he wasn't gonna risk himself there. Sure. Oh, he did Samsara? Oh, wow. Nice. Uh-oh. He got me. Dang it. Yeah. These players are also just really good. I'm gonna say it. Like, I feel like these players are really good. Because I'm being, like, really stressed to, like, hold my own against it, right? And in that sense, and, like, keep doing different things, it feels like everyone's really good. We're gonna do one more set, and then we're gonna call it for today. But yeah, I can see it having more... I mean, Devil Jin's identity was completely different in Tekken 7. Now it's, like, all about Morning Crow. It's like every situation is a free Morning Crow mix-up, right? We got a Lee. Oops. Wait, that's safe? Wait, those are mids. What the hell? There's that press, but he didn't. We didn't get the punish. That's okay. Uh-oh. Yep. I thought they were the low version. I don't want to give him too much space here. Good punish. Do 3. They don't know what to do against this move. They don't know what to do against that move. That's crazy. Nice. Nice. Notice how they just get in there. Oops. Oops. Oh, that catches me going that way. Okay. Yeah, going left against Lee doesn't seem to help much. Oop. Nice. I had a feeling they're starting to get really pressy, right? Sidestep left is better in neutral, sidestep right duck for Hitman. Interesting. This is fine. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about the left and neutral bit. Oh, he ducked. I saw him duck. This Lee is playing a little bit crazy. Sure. Nice. Yeah, you can kind of tell that we're inducing panic, right? I'm just gonna block here. Just a side set. Good punish. Ooh. Sure, they finished it. Okay. Goes for a parry there. Good step. Okay, I think he got me. Just kidding, I didn't press. I feel like they started to panic. Okay, we're actually going to do one more set. Not because Just because, like, I thought that was interesting, but I want to play one more, like, hard opponent. And if this one is not if this last one is not that, that's okay. Also, there's no one online. This is crazy.
Get ready for the next.
Alright, last one. It is a Jin, which is actually probably a good opponent. What do you do here? Immediately presses. Presses there. You see that? They're very pressy already. But not through strings. Interesting. Sure. Oh man, that hatchet was unfortunate. That's fine. Sure. I think they're getting comfortable and just starting to press. Yeah, they're in. They're in as soon as they see that down 4. And then that time I stepped and I got hit by a power crush, but that's okay. What the hell? Wow, I really like that. Sure. Oh, nice. Okay. True. Yeah. Interesting that he's kind of going for it very quickly, right? Like, when in doubt, he goes for it. He's catching on to this stuff really quickly. Dang it. Nice. And he does want to get away from the wall, so I'm going to start giving him those tracking moves. Make him think about it, right? Go for this. He really wants to get in there. Oh, shit. I knew he was going to press. Let's go ahead and do this. Do whatever here. Nice. Yeah, it's because I would do 1-2 or 1-2-1, and then I do 1-2-4 after, and then they immediately caught on to that and started ducking it. But we just have to, like, make it really hard to predict what we're doing, right? Oh my gosh, they're just in. Caught me stepping. Good punish. Good power crush, I mean. Nice. But you can tell that their instincts are good, but they're like constantly just like, I'm gonna stop you, right? So we can start doing these things that will deal with it. And then all of a sudden, as this person presses more and more, we can start getting something out of it, right? And that move's still good at the wall. It just doesn't give us a whole combo. They kind of just let that do whatever there. Good punish. That's fine. Go for this. And they still fell for it because they were thinking maybe more was coming, I guess. So that's good. That's good. Nice. I'm fine with this. Ooh. They do press there. Okay. That's pretty cool. Go for this throw. Just keep them honest. Nice. Those downward ones are... Okay, so here's... I think I'm really starting to kind of hone in on it, right? So that was the last one. I'm pretty happy with it, but I'm starting to hone in on what's going on. So down 4 is still pretty good. Down 4 leaves your opponents pretty close to you. So figuring out how to utilize it, especially against an aggressive opponent is still, difficult, but we're essentially just trying to, open up our timing and place moves based off of our opponent's timings still, just like we did before. We just don't have Incinerator to take that 1 inch and just take a whole mile, take the entire round, right? Now, the part that's been interesting for me is that now whenever I'm trying to run my opponents over, whenever I'm trying to get that momentum, now it's machine guns. And like just kind of getting that confidence of like, all right, I just run up and machine gun, just like Incinerators, right? You do Incinerator, nothing happens, you get that chip damage, and then you back off, right? Well, similarly, you do machine guns. I don't even know if it chips, to be honest, but like you do machine guns, you wait, see that they don't do anything, and then you back off. But then as that happens, you start realizing that they are like letting you do it, right? They're letting, or they're not. They're, whatever they're choosing to do. And then you can now use this to set up like a very strong situation, right? Basically, yes, Bryan now really has to play to his mental frames. And in that kind of funny way, like Incinerator still serves its purpose, right? It still serves its purpose in the sense that like it can chip at the opponent still, but it can also make them think about that fourth hit, right? A lot of people think about that fourth hit. So you just do 3, you know? It's like, oh dang. And then it's also hit confirmable by doing 3, so if it happens to hit, you can still finish the whole thing. And then it's like, okay, dang, I lost it. But it would have been no different if you just like let rip, Turn Stealer, and they blocked it. It's like, all right, we're +5 at least on Turn Stealer, but it pushes back so much that, it's just like you landed a quarter circle back one, right? So I think that's sort of where I'm at now. It's like, I think that just figuring out faster how to flip that switch of using down forward 1s once we get that space. Once our opponents finally give us enough room to breathe, we're in there with down forward 1, and we're in there doing our classic pressure. I think that's really how it's going to start shaking out at this point. So yeah, look forward to more down forward 1 streams starting next weekend, I guess. But for now, let's go ahead and get that sign off out of the way. So if you're coming from YouTube, be sure and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Really helps us grow. We really love seeing the new people show up. And if you ever want to watch it live, it's going to be at twitch.tv/VonTyban. That's VonTiban. We stream Tekken Bryan Saturdays and Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time. That first hour is supposed to be labbing. Didn't do it today, but it's supposed to be labbing or watching our replays. And the next 2 hours are taking a concept, such as in this case down 4 and down forward 1, and practicing against real ranked opponents as we try to get better at our neutral. If you didn't catch any of that, all of that is down in the description below, as well as a link to our Discord and a link to our punishment guide that I've been working on. So you can join our community of players and work alongside me as we focus on punishment practice and labbing. So once again, I hope this has been useful for you. I think Bryan is actually more fun to play in Season 3. There's a lot more choices to him. He's more challenging, but there's a lot more choices because now there's not just like 2 or 3 moves that eclipse the whole neutral, and that's just what you have to use. So hope that inspires you to go play some Bryan and try him out. Try and get some fundamentals and actually go back to basics with the character. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.